Welcome to my channel, The Narrative Magic. Focus on your work without being overly concerned about the results. Let's understand this with a story. In a small, peaceful village, there lived a potter named Arjun. He was known for making the finest pots anyone had ever seen. People in the village admired his work because his pots were not only beautiful but also very strong. But even though Arjun was talented, he was poor and often struggled to make enough money to live comfortably. One day, a rich merchant came to visit him. The merchant said, "Your pots are amazing, Arjun. I want to buy a batch of your best pots. If you make them just for me, I'll pay you a lot of money." Arjun was overjoyed. He thought, "This is my chance to finally have a better life." He promised the merchant that he would make the most beautiful pots he had ever created. Arjun worked harder than ever. Day and night, he shaped the clay, smoothed the surfaces, and added intricate designs to every pot. As he worked, he imagined what he would do with the money: buy a bigger house, eat delicious food, and live without worry. Finally, after many weeks of hard work, the pots were ready. They were his best work yet, shining with perfection. Arjun felt proud and excited as he prepared to deliver them to the merchant the next morning. But that night, disaster struck. A sudden storm rolled into the village, bringing heavy rain and strong winds. Arjun's workshop was flooded, and the pots were swept away or shattered into pieces. When the storm passed, Arjun found himself standing in the ruins of his work, devastated. "Why did this happen to me?" he cried. "I worked so hard. I deserved to succeed." Just then, an old sage happened to pass by. Seeing Arjun's sorrow, the sage stopped and asked gently, "What troubles you, my child?" Arjun explained everything: the deal with the merchant, the hard work he had put into making the pots, and how the storm had ruined everything. The sage listened patiently and then said with a kind smile, "Arjun, let me tell you something important. When you were making those pots, did you enjoy shaping the clay and creating something beautiful?" Arjun thought for a moment and nodded. "Yes, I did. I felt happy while I was working." The sage continued, "Then why do you despair now? You poured your heart into your work, and that joy is yours forever. The storm may have taken the pots, but it hasn't taken away your skill or the happiness you felt while creating them. Your job was to do your best work, not to control what happens after. Focus on your effort, not the result. That is the true path to peace." Arjun wiped his tears and thought deeply about the sage's words. He realized that he had been so focused on the reward that he had forgotten the joy of doing his work. Inspired, he decided to start again, this time focusing on making pots simply because he loved his craft. In time, Arjun's pots became so famous that people from faraway places came to buy them. Even the same merchant returned, this time asking Arjun to teach him how to create such beautiful art. From that day on, Arjun worked with a peaceful heart, knowing that true happiness comes from doing your best, not from the rewards that may or may not follow. Thanks for watching.